Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today Frankie's sort of thrown me in at the deep end. I'm ill prepared for this because we're just upstairs. He says, Josh, how do you feel about doing your top 5 films that released in January on DVD Blu-ray? And I was just like, do I have to do it right now? It's like, yeah, well if you do it now you'd have to do it tomorrow. So yeah, this video is basically my top 5 films that did get really well, which Frankie picked up on Monday Movie Hunting. So in order from least favourite to favourite, I'm going to talk a little bit about the films that we've watched. Obviously Frankie will probably already have done a review on these films, so this is just like a second opinion on what she said. So my least favourite out of what I have watched is Captain Fantastic, even though I did really enjoy this. I think I still gave it about 4 stars. Obviously I got Aragorn in from Lord of the Rings, and he plays this sort of, I guess they call him like a hippie, and he and his wife, they move to the woods and they create this life for their children where it's interesting because they have no ties to the outside world. They hunt, they have to look after themselves, and they don't go to school, they're homeschooled, and compared to a lot of other people, their intelligence is just ridiculously high compared. One of the kids that is going to every single university in the States, and you know, it just goes to show that it's not, it was more like it's what you teach your kids that matter. But they were all annoyed because they'd never had like anything modern ever. Everything they learnt was in a book. They said they don't know how to talk to people, so it was just like a sort of, you know, this is what these people's views on the matter and everything like that. And then there's all this chaos with like meeting up with the odd family and opinions, and you know, it got quite funny. It was still quite a serious film, but no, yeah, it's a good one. 4 stars, that one. So the next one is The Magnificent Seven. So this is obviously the second western we probably watched recently. We watched The Hateful Eight, which, I mean, I really do like westerns, and you know, I've already forgotten his name now. What's his name, Frank? He directed it.
Quentin Tarantino.
There we go. And I love Tarantino films, but it was so slow, nothing really happened. This one was good. Again, not much I felt happened through the film. They just stayed in the same place. But, I mean, it was funny in places. They got a lot of the comedy right. But I would say it's better than Captain Fantastic just because it had explosions and, you know, more action, and I don't know, it's just, I'm a man, they're cowboys. I liked it a bit more than the weirdness of Captain Fantastic, but it wasn't amazing. I was actually expecting a lot more from this one, so I probably gave it, again, I still say 4 stars, maybe 3.75, but I still enjoyed it more. But I'd say Captain Fantastic is a better film. It's weird saying that, where something's better but you like something worse more, but it's one of those things. Got on Netflix, something could be really, really badly rated, you might love it, other people might hate it. So I've done that a few times, but then I found out it's you might like rating rather than you actually like. So the next film that I watched with Frank was on 3rd on the list, which is Hunt for the Wilderpeople. A lot of good talk about this film. I like the guy because he's the guy from Paper Planes, and me and Frank just think he reminds of like, is it Rebel Wilson, of her little brother, or if she were to have one. If she does, I don't know, but you can just imagine if Rebel Wilson had a little brother, it would be this little guy. And I don't know, it's just really funny. 2 guys get lost in the woods. I mean, Captain Fantastic, Hunt for the Wilderpeople, they're both the same sort of thing. People live in the woods, but this is just really funny. Unsuspected little things happen in this, but I probably would give it either 4.5. 4.5 I give this, just because it was really funny. I love this guy, and you know, it's just a great film. Well, you can't really say much more about it. So the next one that we watched, and this is second on the list, was Kubo and the Two Strings. At first, me and Frank, what I said to Frank is like, why is it called Kubo and the Two Strings, when throughout the entire film he has 3 strings? and it really irritated me. But we watched this in 3D, and we have not watched a 3D film for a long, long time. This must be like the first 3D film in maybe 7, 8 months, something like that. Really glad I watched it. The effects in this were spot on. Story as well was really good. A good few twists and turns in there. It was very nice style, the way it was made as well. It wasn't too cartoony, it wasn't too anime. It was like everything was made out of wax, was it?
Clay.
Clay, that's the one. Maybe ball-ache job doing that with wax, wasn't it? Carving every single thing up for hours and hours. But no, this is an absolutely brilliant film. Yeah, can't really beat that one. A lot of good characters in it. Everything was absolutely spot on. I don't know what that noise is. If you can hear it, it sounds like someone's scraping away the pots and pans on the road. It's like Pyramid Head going along with his sword. So the last film that I would rate on the top of my list is The Girl with All the Gifts. I adore zombie horror films. I love them. And this one was quite new. It was something that's not been done before. I mean, it had a similar concept to World War Z, but it was just really, really good. I loved everything that happened in this film. It was intense. I hated the woman at the back. I could have just killed her from the get-go. But it was just very weird, the whole scenario of what was going on. You get in there at first, and you know, you're just in this underground bunker and you don't know what's happening. And you go up above and there's just swarms and swarms of zombies. And this is what I like about this film, is there are a lot of zombies. And there's the whole thing, you get American zombies where, you know, they're just docile and they don't move and they're just standing there like The Walking Dead. And you've got the other one with the guy from Adventureland in Zombieland, yeah, they're all docile. But you've got British zombies which are just cutthroat. They just charge at you. They're relentless. Like 28 days later. I mean, yeah, you can say World War Z, they had fast zombies, but they were like climbing up the walls, which was just a bit stupid. But these really cool zombies in this one. I mean, just the whole aspect of them just constantly just stood there and you still being able to walk through because the sight's not very good. Everything about this film was amazing, so I would have given this 5 stars. So if you do like zombies, if you like horrors, if you just like anything good, watch this film. So yeah, that is my top 5 films of January 2017. So that is Captain Fantastic, The Magnificent Seven, Hunt for the Wilder People, Kubo and the Two Strings, and The Girl with All the Gifts.